SODO Gotchard's got cards.
SODO!
What's going on, SODO population? As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos, and today we're talking about the blog. The blog that came with everything for SODO Kamen Rider Gotchard #1. It doesn't have a very distinct name just yet. I'm pretty sure it's just SODO Gotchard 1 or maybe SODO Gotchard 1. I don't know. But either way, a few weeks or even last week, we got the information that, hey, listings had gone up for SODO Gotchard 1 and 2. So we were like, oh, good. Retail SODO is back for at least 2 waves. And we got everything, basically, for the very first wave. So let's dive into it. Like I said, Gotchard, he's in this set, looks very, very good. But he is not the only one here. Because this set is Kamen Rider Gotchard, SODO Kamen Rider Gotchard 1, and SODO Kamen Rider Geats. So we are getting follow-up. It was looking dicey there for a moment. It was maybe looking like Geats' final form was going to hit premium, and only premium. And we were only half right. And we'll get to that. But yeah, this blog is going to feature 3 major points at the very end, but before that, let's just see what we're getting in this set. First up is Kamen Rider Gotchard Steam Hopper. This is the base form. The shiny body is recreated with a fine-tuning of paint and stickers, and I think this looks very, very good. Some people might start having issues with the shoulder pad sticker there. It is sort of angled. It has to like curve around that piece. I don't know how that's gonna fare, so we'll see as time goes on. And on top of, you know, the figure, it has a flowing muffler, and it does look to be posable, so that's really cool. On top of that, he comes with his weapon, so that looks very good. That one is stickered up pretty extensively, but, you know, even the, the Sochak Henshin figure, that one's just a solid piece, so at least this has detail. So yeah, anyways, as for this figure, it's already looking pretty good. It doesn't seem like there's going to be an alternate head or any sort of feature that has his goggles down. That's really the only thing I wanted to see here with this guy, but that's it for these 2 in this box, or these 2 boxes make this one figure. So far, we have 8 boxes total. That means 4 figures. The next figure, I looked past it because I thought it was an accessory. But here is Kamen Rider Gotchard Steam Hopper Wild. And this is counted as a whole other figure. Now, I will note, it does seem like this has knee joints in the back legs. It does seem like there are... I don't know, it's tough to tell. There might not be ball joints in those other 2 arm sets, but either way, this to me reads as like, hey, we need to cut the budget somehow. Let's make this 2 boxes. I don't know how the math works on that, but as long as, you know, the budget made it to the other figures, I'm cool with it. But anyways, this looks fine. We are sort of skimming the gimmick this year. Sochak Henshin, which is so cool that name is back. I love that name. But Sochak Henshin is doing the whole this little animal combines with a base body thing, which definitely feels very SODO, but instead we are just sort of having this on its own, and we're giving the base figure its own time to shine and just making a really good figure. So I definitely appreciate this approach, especially since it's differentiating itself from the Sochak Henshin release. Anyways, that's it for this figure. That is 4 boxes down, 4 more to go, and like I said, Geats is in this set, and he's right here. Geats 9, finally. They apologized for it being so late, but he does seem to be worth the wait. The only issue I have, and I'm pretty sure you could clock it right out the gate, is that those cape stickers are like, that's not it, dude. If only it could have just been the red. I don't know. Maybe the red was too finicky to apply. I don't know how. It just, that cutoff sucks, man. That straight cutoff. Not cool with it. But it's the final form. It's retail. I'm kind of happy about it, that it's happening at all. I know that it's not typically a good thing to be like, oh, hey, well, at least it happened. But, like, it was dicey for a while. I didn't know if we'd get there, but it looks decent. It looks pretty decent. All things considered, I like it. Every major detail here works. It's just, once again, don't want to keep harping on this, but, like, that sticker, that needs to be a different color of white. That needs to match a lot better. We've done so much good color matching before. I don't know how they dropped the ball this hard this time. Hopefully it looks better in hand. That is my only solace in this instance. Anyway, it comes with the Geeksbuster QB9, but only in the blade mode. So hopefully later on down the road, we will be getting the blaster form. Not sure when that'll happen, but I'm hopeful. Anyways, moving on, he's not the final figure of the set. The final figure of this set is Kamen Rider Tycoon Bujin Sword. Once again, another surprise retail release. I'm shocked, but I'm happy. He looks so good, man. Out of all these figures so far, I think, to me, this one looks the absolute best. I absolutely love this. Not quite happy with what they've done with Kuwa's character to get to here, but that's neither here nor there. This looks good. He also comes with a sheath, so you can display him like that. That is an interesting sticker going around the hand, and I don't quite understand what's going on there, and I don't know if I like it. So, yeah, we'll see once we get this in hand. But overall, looks very good. Like I said, this is everything that's coming in the set, all 4 of these figures. And you might be thinking, hey, this is just how SODO normally is. And recently we've had price hikes and all that stuff. Did the price raise at all? Turns out, no. The price did not get raised at all. They managed to keep it at 590 yen a box. So that would be about 1,200 yen a figure. But they were managing to keep it down. The only issue now is that they had to change the display stand. They will not be typically included in SODO anymore. They're not like guarantees in SODO anymore. They will be sprinkled throughout, but we're not going to get them like we used to. What we have now, however, are these shin pedestals, as they're calling them. We're still going to be getting those stickers, so that's really nice. But they just wanted to make sure we still had something to stand the figures on. It sucks that we won't be getting them all the time, but in this first wave, they made sure to include one for your Godshard. So we're not fully saying goodbye to this display stand. Keep that in mind. It's not goodbye, it's just whenever we have the budget, we'll fit it in, or what have you. So, like I said, not the end. Happy to see this continue, but I'm also interested to see what the new display stands have to offer. Anyway, I said at the top there were going to be some major points coming into SODO this year. The first major point of this line, of this first wave, mind you, it's only happening this first wave, we're going to be getting cards. Kamen Rider Gotchard cards that work in the belt. Just for SODO. These are in each and every box, and don't worry, it's not blind boxed. These are just going to be specific to each and every one. We'll show you the wave layout, but I do want to note, if you take a look at the symbols on these guys, we've seen secondary or I believe tertiary riders before. They've shown up in this card line before. I believe we saw Kamen Rider Geats paired with Kamen Rider Jin. And they had individual card symbols Like, they had their own symbols, their own insignias on their cards to denote that that's what they were. But instead on these secondary riders, which all of them are, they only have the main rider on their card. That means these probably in the belt will not differentiate between 0-1 and Shooting Wolf. It will not differentiate between Blade and Garen. It sucks, but, you know, I kind of get it. Like, Geats was the one that just happened. Of course, it gets a bit more representation. Here, it's just the pretty-looking cards. These are exclusive to SODO, and turns out a lot of the DX normies have to buy SODO now, or at least get these on the secondary market. So, fun for those people. Anyways, like I said, each of these are going to be coming in the set. Not blind bagged at all. So Axel is going to come with the body of Gotchard. You're going to get Shooting Wolf in the rest of the little bits of Gotchard. And then the wild version, the body is going to come with Garen. And then the little extra little bits are going to come with... oh no, I forgot his name. Tell me in the comments. Then we have D-End in the body of Geats. We have Meteor in the cape piece and all the rest of the stuff. We have... Oh, shoot. I forgot his name and I love this guy. Tell me in the comments. And then Brave at the very end. So this is very cool. What's interesting is that it seems that for whatever reason, the cape has been cut into pieces for Bujin's sword. I don't know how that's gonna end up looking in hand, but I hope it's okay. Maybe it lends credence to why Geats 9 looks like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, that is it for the retail releases that we got shown today. The next important point that SODO has for us is that starting today, or starting yesterday, there are going to be premium Bandai pre-orders for a Kamen Rider Gotchard 1 and Kamen Rider Geats 9 and Bujin's sword? What? Yeah, that's right. So basically, as far as I can tell, this is pretty much Dai SODO. If you don't remember what Dai SODO is, it used to be an exclusive to some shop in Japan. It was the main figures with extra paint, extra articulation. This is just extra paint. So maybe more like a Kai SODO, like we had with Kamen Rider Geo, if you want to do your research on that. But it's just upped the paint value on these guys. And we have two separate sets, and they're separated just like we had in the retail release. So here's Gotchard, and already, like right out the gate, you can tell with the shoulder pads, no more stickers there. That's all paint. The hands, fully silver. And the head, oh my god, the head. It is made out of clear plastic so that the eyes show through from the back and make it look like it has the compound eye effect. That looks so, so good. I'm so hyped for this. That's totally worth it. I'm so excited. And yeah, like I said, there's tons of extra paint around here. Some silvers, a lot more blues across all these things. There are paint apps on the feet, and I am so happy about it because I hate those stickers. Also, we aren't fully free of stickers. I'll just have you note that. It does seem like the chest retains the sticker. The hands, though, like I said, those are all fully painted now, and they come with the true grip fists, or at least the clenched fists, the ones that don't have the hand hole. So that's really awesome. So glad that that's going to be included here. And he does still have his weapon, which is still stickered. I understand it. Basically, a lot of what's happening here happened already in King Oger. We'll talk about that once we talk about the third important point, but just know that they were the blueprint. And yeah, not only that, he gets the foot tread accessories that you could plug into the feet if you want to do the rider kick and make it a little extra accurate, you know? It looks good. And also, Steam Hopper Wild is here. What's up, buddy? You've got extra paint apps. Actually, you know what? I'll be honest. I think I accidentally put in the old image of the other Steam Hopper Wild in here. Just know that the stickers on those legs, like the two circular ones and the ones in that concave area, that's going to be painted. There's going to be more paint on this guy. This is not the premium one. It just looked like that when I was importing these images in. I'm sorry. Moving on, there are display stands included here, so that's really good. You're paying for your buck, I guess. And then, yeah, so we get to see here sort of what all happened. These splayed open hands have blue ball joints. That means it's probably part of the main release, the main retail release figure. But there are clear ball joints on the hands, the brand new clenched fists, and oh, hey, look. Oh, right. Yeah, there are angled fists. I completely forgot to talk about them. There are angled fists on this figure. These are included here. What we see here added to the figure, everything basically with a clear joint is probably from the premium set. The head is in clear plastic, so it seems like in the premium Bandai set they made an extra clear sprue, put in some hands, put in the new head pieces, put in the new feet, called it a day. I think that's how that works out, and then they sprayed some extra paint on it. And then also here is the hopper. Like I said, now you're getting to see the image. It has a lot more paint than the retail release. Also, we are still getting those dinky little display stands and the big boy display stands. So yeah, that looks really neat, but it's not the only thing getting a premium set. That's right, like I said, we're getting Geats 9 in a premium set, and oh my god, it leveled the fuck up. Well, except for the cape, because that, for whatever reason, can't be changed in premium Bandai. Like, come on. Anyway, also we're getting Bujin Sword. He looks excellent. A lot more paintwork here, but it seems like it's only relegated to the head. We'll talk about that in a bit. Geats 9 looks so good. Like, the head upgraded so much because that compound eye effect is absolutely insane. I don't know how they accomplished it. Something tells me, and this is just a guess, since the top of the head can be removed on Geats figures, maybe that's how this works. They removed the top of the head, fully painted all that, and then like molded the eyes underneath and painted them underneath. Maybe that's how that works. I have no idea. It just looks so good. It looks a little creepy here, not gonna lie, but it's so good, so well executed. I'm incredibly impressed by these eyes. I cannot gush enough about these. Tons of extra paint tabs, none of which are on the damn cape, but you do have red hands, and I think that really makes a big difference. There are reds everywhere else. It looks good, and they wanted to point out here that Bujin's sword, basically his whole thing is that they painted the visor. They painted the front of the visor. So that's pretty much it for him. On top of that, they both get the angled wrists, so that means both of them are able to pose like this. I am very excited to see that, especially with both these sword weapons. I can see why they chose the sword, by the way, just because, you know, Kuwa here has a sword, and you kind of want to go toe-to-toe with him. So, like I said, hopefully we'll get a gun later on down the line. Anyway, here's everything in the set. This is all looking pretty good. And then here's all of Kuwa's stuff. None of these, sadly, come with the foot treads. I was hoping that would be included, but I guess they had to make room for Kuwa's... God, what is going on with those hands that grab the... He has separate hands that grab the scabbard, and those are in the retail release, but like, are they molded in the wrong color and they had to be stickered all the way through? That sucks, man. That really sucks. If you can't tell, I'm talking about the hands all the way on the bottom. That doesn't look good. I'll be the first to say it. It looks bad. But you know what? It's for premium. I don't know. I'm mixed. That kind of sucks a lot. But hey, that's what we've been given. Another thing that we're being given are the display stands. So that's cool. These have survived. And that, I believe, is it for both both premium releases. They will be running you 4,500 yen before tax, before shipping, and all that stuff. But you can get them each on Tokulectables for $80, or you could also get the pre-orders for the retail releases for $78 for ID1, $78 for ID2 on Tokulectables.com right now. Not sponsored, just, they're a place I shop at. Also, to be equal and fair, you've got Mandarake, you've got HLJ, but HLJ, they drop them and then the pre-orders are gone immediately. So I don't know what you're gonna do. Tokulectables seems to be the only place in town to get them right now. But if you have any more options, let me know in the comment section down below. Help out another collector. Maybe in your area these aren't options. So in your region, let me know what you got. Anyways, there's one major point that they wanted to stress with these SODO figures this year, and that is SODO's coming to Gashapon. So like I said with King Oger, King Oger is the blueprint. King Oger decided, hey, out of nowhere, we're going to do Gashapon releases. We're also going to make a premium set with extra paint. Oh, huh. Gotchard did exactly that. So I think this might be a theme going forward. Now, in the original, I guess, blog they did for King Oger when they were talking about Gashapon, in that one they were saying that, hey, we heard a lot of people in the surveys saying that they weren't able to get a hold of a lot of the King Oger figures. Like, they'd go out of stock and they wouldn't be restocked. And Candy Toy doesn't get the luxury of doing restocks. So what they did was they made them available at Gashapon, and that's basically what's happening here. These will be the exact same figures. These are going to be no different than the retail releases. These are not the premium releases. They are not different. These are the retail releases. And it seems that it's only going to be Gotchard, so maybe we're not going to be getting the Geats figures in this set and only making Gotchard available. King Oger only did the 5 King Ogers. They did not re-release the gray one, the silver one, in Gashapon, so that that might end up being an exclusive to just Candy Toy. Anyways, that's it for SODO this week, but I did want to briefly touch on this because it is technically Candy Toy news. The blog did cover it. Candy Toy isn't the only one, or Candy Toy isn't going to be left out of the DX card game this year. That's right, we're going to be treated to Wafer Cards this year. There are tons of them, but of note, the higher rarity ones that you could get from the Wafer exclusives, these are Wafer exclusive ones, these rarity ones, are the Gen Chocho, Sasuke Maru, Deep Mariner, and Venom Dake. Yeah, these are going to be, as far as I can tell, Wafer exclusive ones. So get you some Wafer pre-orders if you want. But there's also some Legend Rider cards that are exclusive here. And it seems that Candy Toy is going to be picking up a lot of the slack for the secondary rider. Excuse me. Choked on spit. It's going to be picking up a lot of slack for the secondary riders. So we're going to get Masked Rider G3, and we can have a closer look here. There is Agito's logo here. It's not G3's logo. This is distinctly Agito's logo, so it doesn't appear that this is going to make G3 sounds. And it's compatible with Blade. So yeah, we're getting Masked Rider G3. Masked Rider Kaiza, who has a phone friend. Masked Rider Zeranos, who I guess just has his zero liner or whatever his den liner is called. And then Kamen Rider Cross Z. So they are still going with that denotation of Heisei Phase 1 has Masked Rider and Heisei Phase 2 has Kamen Rider. So that's neat. Anyways, I believe that's all for these guys. That's what the pack looks like. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for following along. I know that was a whole lot of information. If I missed anything, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. I know you won't hesitate. And also, if you have not yet had your fill of Candy Toy content, might I interest you in some Ultraman stuff? There's some really cool stage show exclusive things that just are going up for pre-order on Premium Bandai for Ultraman Alpha. That's really awesome. Check out the video right here. Thank you so much for watching. And for all you normies here from the DX side, welcome to SODO. I hope you have a good time. If you're gonna ask what size these are, they're about 4 inches tall. Is that what you wanted to know? Is that it? Maybe I should have said that up front. Okay, bye-bye.